Men of Reddit, what's a myth about men that's 100% untrue and it infuriates you whenever you hear it? Ya know what? I did give a shit about my wedding day. I cannot believe the amount of people, mostly ladies, who just straight up assumed. All you have to remember is where to be and to say I do right. Haw haw haw. Annoying. I had ideas of how I wanted it to look and how I wanted it to go as well. But my goodness. Not a single person thought I gave a shit, even though I constantly was trying to give my take on stuff. It was always met with, "Oh, you don't need to worry about that," or "Oh, the ladies will figure that out." Like, this is infuriating. As a father of 5'3" bio, 2 foster children, the automatic suspicion that surrounds me whenever I'm alone in public with my children is infuriating. One of our foster girls is black, I'm white, and I've had people outright follow me in public when I've taken her shopping for some one-on-one time. If you see a man with a child in public and you start with the assumption that he's a perv, that's sexism. 2 guys being close friends does not imply secret gay love. I'm looking at you. Fanfic writers who seem to think men showing any kind of affection for each other means they want to do each other up the ass. Women. Men need to be more open about their feelings. Men. Shows genuine friendship and affection with a male friend. Women. LMAO your GAYYY. That we need soap, shampoo, and conditioner all in one. Because we don't know how to wash our ass correctly. You condition your ass. Man, I've got to try that sometime. I want a silky smooth butthole. That we are inherently violent. I'm hard-pressed to find anyone violent. In 2019, with the exception of public freakouts, people in general seem to avoid conflicts at all cost. Men don't multitask. Yeah, I can easily drink beer and watch the TV at the same time. I once breathed and thought at the same time. Apparently gender roles only exist when it comes to fixing something. I don't know why my wife continues to think that because I was born with a penis, I know how to refinish a deck, or repair our dryer, or put new lighting up in our kitchen. You didn't get the penis powers. Lol, sucks for you brah. I was soldering at 5. That if we turn down unwanted sexual advances, there's something wrong with us. Or that we should be grateful every time we get approached. No, I don't like the fact that stranger just grabbed my ass and tried to stick her tongue down my throat. WTF is wrong with you? That men are in any way less emotionally complex than women. 100% untrue. 100% infuriating. That men are completely incompetent in the kitchen, doing laundry, other household chores. This is a stereotype perpetuated largely by network sitcoms. That all men cheat. I know just as many women that cheat, as well. If we refuse sex, it's because I cheated or I don't love her anymore. If she refuses sex, it's because reasons. Applies for a lot of men. Men aren't always okay. Most men are in severe need of emotional support but are so deprived of it because if we ask for help we are seen as weak or unattractive. That they don't need compliments. I hate it when I do it to my male friends and some other acquaintance will overhear and tease me for it. But when I do it to a female friend, nobody gives shit. I believe that guys deserve to be complimented sincerely once in a while, like everybody else. Is okay to punch a man. That we must be swift as the coursing river, have the force of a great typhoon, possess the strength of a raging fire, and be as mysterious as the dark side of the moon. We don't cook or do housework. That I come home from a hard day of work and cook my family dinner every night. Men don't cry. I have personally never talked to a guy friend about how their girlfriends are in bed, or really anything about their sex lives. Follow up. I have reviewed the comments. Thank you for your replies. If there is one thing I can stress to the people who do desire to engage in sex gossip, make sure you secure permission from your significant other first. And that applies to all genders. You may be unwittingly hurting your partner's feelings. The only reason I know my best friend of over 10 years isn't a virgin is because he's got 2 kids. I like cute things and it does not emasculate me to talk about them. I baby talk at my dogs, don't act like you don't. I like pointless anime garbage whose sole purpose is to tickle the cute senses in your brain, and I like seeing girls wear cute clothes regardless of whether or not I want to see those clothes come off. Now, I said it doesn't emasculate me to enjoy these things, but I still can't do it out loud because everyone else is such an insecure pussy that I'll get harassed until the cows come home and leave and come back again. We think about sex every 7 seconds. Men love it when women drop hints instead of being blunt. No, that shit's confusing. A woman could straight up tell me she wants to f me and I'd be doing mental gymnastics trying to find out if she really meant it or not. Most men have zero issue asking for directions. I don't like being lost. It's goddamn annoying. I'm perfectly fine asking for directions. Okay Google, navigate to. I have never felt compelled to trespass onto someone's property due to the presence of milkshakes. That we are emotionless. Sometimes it is not the right situation to show how you are feeling. Just because I am not showing it doesn't mean I am not feeling it. That we only approach women with the intention of getting laid. I'm 37. It's really annoying now. I'm not a 20-year-old horn dog anymore and sex is way more than looks. We're not all ravenous sex machines. I barely think about sex at all. If you catch me staring, I'm not looking at you. Believe me, I'm looking through you. That we don't love affection and all the cute little shit that comes with it. I wouldn't want to be with a girl who wasn't like that. That we're so obsessed with sex we'd cheat at any chance we'd get. Nah, not interested. I don't want you. Don't want to hate myself. Don't want to lie to my girl. I'm not a terrible person. I hate the dirty looks I get from mothers when I take my child to the playground. For some reason I am considered a pervert first before a responsible parent. Yes, I'm staring at the play equipment covered in kids. No, I'm not getting my rocks off look at said kids. I'm supervising my own son playing with random group of kids. It's like mum are allowed to have this unkept, run down, tired as look and be considered a hard-working mum. Put her unkept dad, run down, tired looking and I'm a child molester. Gives me the shits and now I have reservations about taking my kid to the park. In saying that, any scruffy looking man I see around a playground I go on high alert. Masturbation means we're sexually unsatisfied. Does having dessert mean that I hated dinner? That men can't be victims of abuse or domestic violence from women. Yeah, we can. And statistically, if we report it, there's a solid chance that we'll be the ones going to jail for it, even if all we did was take it and not fight back. Screw that. I sometimes hear girls say men are simple-minded and don't get women's complexities. This is usually alluding to men asking girls to be straightforward and tell us what you need of us. That we can control our boners. Had a friend who thought that it was weird that someone could look at a woman and activate his dick. We can't control them, it's a reflex. The fact that I have to keep all my negative emotions locked away because men are too manly to have bad feelings. It's probably really bad for my mental health having to suffer in silence feeling that there's nobody to talk to. I hate when I'm out with my kids people jokingly say, "Are you on daddy duty?" I've never heard someone ask a mom if she's on mommy duty. It's assumed that men don't take their kids places and it really annoys me because I work full time but I also get my kids ready in the morning, cook them breakfast, prepare their lunches, eat lunch with them at school once per week, bring them to most drive, and dentist appointments. Oh, you're babysitting your kids today? No, bitch. I'm parenting my kids today, like I do every day. That every erection means that we are horny. The false idea that men always want sex, or that erections equal arousal. This leads to male sexual assault survivors not being taken seriously. That men don't have self-image issues. You only get to hear about body positivity when it's about women's bodies. Men only talk to women because they want something from them. This happened to me a lot in middle school and the beginning of high school because I had a lot of female friends. I'm not girl crazy. It's just not hard for me to make friends with both guys and girls. I really hate how commercials pin us as completely incapable of taking care of children. If we take long in the bathroom, we are not always jacking off. Sometimes we're just enjoying a long shower or browsing memes. That men just want to have sex with you. Hell nah, I wanna talk about feelings and cuddle, too, sometimes. An erection doesn't always mean we are horny. Sometimes it's purely mechanical. If my crotch gets rubbed, I will get an erection. This does not mean I want to have sex with the cat. Nothing infuriates me, it just makes me disappointed and lose respect for the other person if it's false. Men are only interested in one thing: sex. Oh really? Is that why I'm reading a book? Playing a game? Getting dinner? Is that why I stopped talking to that girl after she went on and on about her reality shows being real? That men are simple. A woman can hit a man but a man can't hit a woman. Neither is allowed to hit the other, and if you do either way, make sure to accept any retaliation. I love Bath and Body Works. I love mojitos, margs, and other fruity cocktails. I will always buy pads, tampons when asked. I cry sometimes. I can point out, notice a good-looking guy as a straight guy. This is the one that gets me the most. Sometimes I feel like I can't compliment a new haircut or whatever. I hate the no homo thing. A compliment isn't gay unless you make it gay. I wouldn't call it a myth, but when a guy is helpful around the house and just courteous in general, sometimes a woman will say, "Your wife, girlfriend has trained you well." No, we managed to become decent human beings without a woman's help. You very much. How men are on commercials. How we can't do laundry, cook, raise kids, or anything without our wives coming to show us how. Look, assholes. I'm single and I do all my own cleaning, laundry, dishes, etc. I have never stared at a mop like it was a plasma death ray, nor have I ever had to rush out to buy dinner because I burned mine well, a few times when drunk. But that's not the same thing. I also am capable of taking care of a baby without having to call a woman to give me directions. I don't have kids, but I have younger cousins and whatnot. I can change a diaper and bottle feed just fine. We actually love the attention just as much as women do, and cuddling too. This is in the context of relationships, not sex. I hate this. Saying man up to a kid that is crying about his dead pet makes him man up. If a man refuses sex, then he is no longer interested in his or finds her unappealing or having a side chick. Some days are so stressful that we just want to hit the bed and sleep. That if a man talks to a woman he must want to take her to bed. One time I was in a bar and I tapped a girl on the shoulder and said excuse me, and she immediately rolled her eyes and snapped back, I have a boyfriend, I just want to get past you to the bar. If I'm with my daughter, I'm not babysitting, I'm being a father. Are you stuck playing dad today? No, dumb I am dad, and there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. Men actually understand what it's like to be under attack. Obviously we never watch our flanks. That men can't be sexually assaulted, primarily from the stereotype that we're bigger, stronger than women or always want to I want to punch anyone that spouts that ignorant bullshit. Just because I have a dick or am bigger than a woman doesn't mean she can't spike my drink, get me intoxicated with alcohol, drugs, or otherwise force herself on me against my consent. Stop dismissing assault based on gender, assholes. Men don't clean, wash or iron. We're not always craving sex. Sometimes we crave salt. That's why I play Overwatch. I'm not babysitting my child, I'm parenting. That they're somehow completely incapable of hating their bodies, whatever they look like. They must be completely happy with themselves. Unrealistic bodily expectations aren't limited to women. First of all, don't mix us up with your stupid ex. Men can't have insecurities. Yay, how about we flip-flop and reverse that right around? Insecurities have can't men. That only creepy men enjoy being around children. That men can't cook. It's largely a US-based stereotype, probably because of TV, movies. But it pisses me off because in my household, I've exclusively cooked meals for the last 7 years. Even when people hear that I'm actually the one that cooks, they get all giddy. Oh, your wife is so lucky. It really isn't that big of a deal. God damn. That dudes talk about sex. Let me get this clear. We do not. And if we do sometimes, it's nothing. And I mean nothing. Compared to what girl talk about on a regular basis. Nothing.